Let's go. Let's go. Higher and higher. You they feel me with holy fire. Everybody sing along. Higher.
Hello and welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships. Woo! We are so happy to have you with us today. My name is Anete Bature. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a chemical engineer. I'm a singer and songwriter. I'm the author of Husband Material, the book, and the workbook, which is a practical guide to helping you find the love of your life. And I am the wife of Kingsley Bature and mother to his children. All right, so it's a delight to have you with us today. And before we go further in the show today, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Kingsley Bature.
All right, everybody. I'm happy to be here. It's a privilege to be on the show today. I just got back. Um, you don't like that one? Okay, all right, guys. My name is Kingsley Battery. See, when your wife give you this kind eye, as a respectably married man, you know what it means. So let me just behave myself and focus on the camera. I'm not looking to the left or to the right. My name is Kingsley Bature, husband to one wife, and she's female. Yes. um, I'm a businessman, contained now on a high sea, and I'm very interested in partnership, but I'm also a licensed family life practitioner, relationship coach, and mentor. Do you understand? So that's why we say when you watch this show, you are getting valuable tips to help you make better decisions in your life and your relationship. How do you like me now?
You tried. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then with us on the show today, because
This episode.
today's episode is such that we need more than the usual four. We had to go and
we need
hire
a collabo.
extra. Yes, we had
We
to
need
go and hire extra hands
Machineries.
to join us because we really need a broad
A
view,
robust-
yes.
A robust conversation.
Yes, exactly. So, introducing our guests, our special guests for this week, we have Mr. Uche.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
It's good to have you. Oh, it's good to be here with you guys. It's a pleasure. My name is Uche. You already know that. Husband of one, wife, female, born female, and father of two, and an educator by training, a music enthusiast, and a whole lot more. Thank you.
All right, great. And then we have Vicky.
Hi. I'm actually happy, excited to be here. I'm Victoria Michael, an agriculturist and also a chef. Wife to be, a daughter, very last born to be precise, very important, and a mother to be.
All
One
right.
day.
Interesting, fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, Vicky. And Uche, of course, you're always here, so don't be angry if we don't say it's a pleasure to
No, I'm good.
because now, yeah, part of
Yeah,
us. And of course, KJ, introduce yourself, my friend.
Oh yeah, my name is Kingsley. My name is Kingsley. It's really good to be here. I've missed you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed you too.
For those who are familiar with my face, my name is Kingsley. I'm a. Anyways, I'm
Something
I'm just thinking, Sha.
Yes.
I work in a consulting firm, an HR consulting firm. I'm a digital marketer, a social media manager as well. And just like Uche said, a music enthusiast. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
You have not told them that you're very single.
Oh yeah, I'm a single man. Yeah,
Proudly single.
proudly
Searching.
single.
There's no
Yeah,
searching.
am I searching? I don't know.
You are being sought after.
It's not searching.
Can we skip that, please?
You are being sought after. You are being
Yeah.
sought after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Single
being
boy in
sought
a
after.
relationship.
I'm a husband to none, father to none, but expectant father and husband. Yeah.
Yes, so it's a pleasure to have all you special guests with us today. And of course, those of you who have joined us from home, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us on today's show. And wherever you're joining us from, would like to know. So please just type your location in the comments and we will welcome you. Now, if you're a first timer,
First timer.
as in first time ever, please just put
Hashtag
hashtag
first
first timer.
timer.
We'll give you a warm CSFR welcome because it's always a delight to have more people join the CSFR family. Okay, all right. So, getting straight into the topic
Straight.
for today. I'm sure you are wondering what is it that will make them have 5 people on set today. Well, this topic is licensed to cheat.
I'm liking it.
And you will like it because you always like controversy.
What is
Okay.
controversial about
In
cheating?
fact, I will start by opposing the topic itself.
Is that how we want to go today?
License to cheat.
Yes.
And then what did you add after it?
Open relationship.
Open relationship. So you know, in my righteous mind is even saying, is there such a thing, or should there be such a thing? You know, it's the way this topic is. It's almost as if we're saying that the open relationship is a given, is a done deal, like it's already there, and then we're just discussing this part of the problem or this part of the challenge associated with it. Okay, now why I'm saying I have a problem with it is that, you know, there's a way you would like to think, oh, it doesn't happen here in Nigeria, or oh, it doesn't happen here in Africa. It's just a, you know, obodo yibo type thing. But really, what's the case? And if you have heard about this open relationship concept, or you even know some people that are doing it, please go ahead and tell us, I have seen no, or I have heard no, or just do thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's get that feedback from you too.
In case you can also say, like we used to say that time, I have a friend. In case you don't want to go by yourself, you know what? In case you don't want to go by yourself, you can say, I have a friend that has been through this. We understand where you're coming from. So it doesn't have to be you. It can be a friend, but share your experience with us because
Yes, would like to know.
because the open relationship is real.
Okay, let me ask, in your practice,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
you dealt with any open relationship cases?
Oh, there are. There are. Do you understand?
Interesting.
And some of those things are things that hopefully in the midst of our conversations today we'll be able to touch on, deal with, and probably provide a way out. But you see, just the same way you are saying you oppose the topic, there are some people that are asking the question that I'm about to ask now. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, and that's why we're
wrong?
here.
Yeah. What's wrong with open relationships? So at this point, I will throw it to the single female in our midst to start the conversation. What is wrong with open relationship? I mean, what the hidden cost of open love? Is there a hidden cost? Is it bad? Is it good? What's your take?
Open relationship is actually real in Nigeria. Let's start from there. It's happening. I remember last week, Mr. Uche said he has had an experience.
So you just want to ship. You just want to shoot. You want to shoot
But
your
then,
She just needed to do that, right?
She just,
no, like subtle reminder.
It's not
so in
something
case
loud.
he has forgotten, it's very
It's
loud.
a loud
Yes,
It's
reminder.
very loud. It's very loud.
But then, open relationship for the singles, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah. As far as you've not put a ring on it, I mean, you people have not define what you're doing. So there's nothing wrong with open relationship as a single person.
And I think I like something you said there right now, because what you just said there is you people have not defined what you're doing. So I would like to,
Define.
yes, I think it would be a good idea to define this, right? So
So after you define, then we will go back and drag
of course,
Uche.
exactly.
Because she has just used stray bullets to hit Uche. So we'll go back and see whether Uche has bulletproof.
AJ is looking at me like,
or he needs medical
Really?
attention.
really?
All right, let's see. Okay, so an open relationship is a type of romantic partnership where both individuals agree that it's acceptable to have romantic or sexual relationships with other people outside their primary relationship. This is typically done with mutual consent
Mutual consent.
and clear boundaries.
Clear boundaries.
Oh, yeah,
Ngwanu, let's go there. Let's go there. There's some things that strike mutual consent and clear boundaries. Let's go there. Uche.
So
Over to you.
basically, we can't even have the word boundaries when it comes to. Okay. Maybe in terms of when it comes to open relationship, I believe the boundary is in the part where, okay, you don't get to look at my phone, you don't get to ask me who is this and all of that. So it's more like it lacks accountability. Whatever you do when you're not with me, it's none of my business, right? But yes, but the any other thing, the other side of boundary we usually will talk about in relationships doesn't apply here in terms of there's no boundary to what I can do when I am not with you, even though we are in a relationship. And as it's been defined, yes, they already dragged me. And of course, I said I was going to talk about that. I had an experience there. And so the experience is basically someone, my youth service year, and I was in a situationship with someone, and my mama go see this video, say, I thought, but that's by the way, Sha.
Disclaimer.
So I was in a situationship with this fellow core member who was confused, and confused because initially we were looking at dating. I knew I wasn't going to date her. Sha. I identified her craze and madness early, but somehow we were looking at it, and I played along. And at a point, I was demanding some level of accountability, and she was like, you know what? Let's just keep this relationship open. And I was, to be honest, that was my first time of knowing there was something like open. I like open like how? So you don't get to be asking me what I'm doing with this person or who is this person. I can actually do anything with them, including sex. But just know that we are in a relationship. When we are sure we can actually, okay, we are what we want, we can come back together. And did not see me back then smiled because I mean. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's see where this goes. I wasn't doing anything outside, but I was basically making her feel. I was trying to rub it in, make her understand the implication of what she was asking for. So every other time we're together, my phone will ring and like, hey, babe, what's up? Oh, I need to leave, and I'll excuse myself. And in her mind, I'm going to go and be with a certain woman because she was catching feelings apparently, but she still didn't want to let go of whoever or some flings she was having with some of the. That girl was a thing. But so basically, after a while, I had to call her like, what do you really want? Do you want this relationship to be open or not? It turned out what she wanted was open relationship on her side, but with me, I don't have to do anything
With
anyone.
you,
I don't have to.
with you, it needs to be exclusive.
Yes, she wanted me to be exclusive with her, but then she would be open to other
Wow,
these things.
that's
So
amazing.
the relationship didn't work because, of course, even if she was going to allow me be out there, I'm not that person that wants to actually. I was crazy, but not that kind of. I wasn't.
You never crazy.
No, I never crazy reached that one way. I go day relationship, con dey still now. And I wasn't that kind. I can boldly say I never cheated in any of my relationships. I'm in a relationship. I am in a relationship.
Wait, this
When
place you
I'm
are
not
going.
in a relationship.
Wait first.
So
wait
what she
first.
was asking
Wait
for was
first.
something that was going to put me in an unfamiliar
Yes,
terrain.
yes,
We had how
yes.
to start,
Oh, okay.
So it didn't really work. I hope I've satisfied your curiosity.
Nah.
Yes, I was in it, but the person was confused. I knew she was confused, and I played in such a way that she quickly saw the error in what she was. She was confused.
Okay, so I will quickly piggyback on the angle that you came in, and that angle is that this cheating angle. So if I'm going to throw my catapult, I will ask KJ. I mean, is it really cheating if there's an open relationship?
So first of all, let me answer that. It's not cheating when you are in an open relationship. Okay, that's one. But then again, let me try and bring in my own opinion as to how I see the whole concept of an open relationship.
Yeah.
Right. So personally, somehow I'm in the middle, and I will explain why I'm in the middle. I kind of support what she said. Now, when we are talking about an open relationship, personally, I will come from the angles of the why. Okay,
Why?
why are you in an open relationship? Because anybody can actually defend what they're doing. Do you understand? Even in the Bible, there was open relationship in the Bible.
Yes.
Yes, there was.
was,
Abraham and
yes.
Sarah had an open relationship.
Oh, guy, explain it
Even
to me.
Solomon.
So, I don't know about Solomon, but I know
mean-
Abraham had an open relationship.
For
His
just
wife.
one night.
It wasn't one night.
For one night, he went into someone else.
And the
Into.
wife knew about it.
Do you understand?
Oh, I was
Yeah.
even thinking you were talking about the time they had to sojourn in a certain land.
No. Sarah asked.
Hold on.
No.
That was actually open too, because he said if they ask you, tell them I'm your sister. That means I'm open to
That's
whatever
also
happens.
an open
That one,
relationship.
there was knife on
Abraham
their,
was actually
there was knife on
multiple.
their throat. But this one, Sarah literally told the husband, brother, enter the lady. That's an open relationship. They both agreed to it. Do you understand? But that's on the married part, okay?
Isn't
But
that more like license to cheat? Instead
It's
of-
not. No.
Instead of open,
But
because
that's the
the
talk we're
openness
having
was
now.
not open
No,
enough.
cheating.
place
She
No,
where
had
wait.
a particular person she wanted her to go into.
Cheating will come when there
If
is
it's
no
open, you
mutual
don't tell me
consent.
who
Wait,
to.
when we
If
say-
it's open, you
when
don't
we
tell
say-
me who
when we
to.
say
You
cheating-
tell me, feel free to
See,
check among the
When we
virgins
say
of the land.
when we say cheating,
Whoever you
what is
What's cheating? Cheating is when you do something that hurts your partner behind your partner's
No,
back.
I
without
agree
your
that
partner
that was
doesn't know.
not a cheating.
So it wasn't cheating.
But I
So
don't think it was open.
But
it's open
open
relationship.
relationship.
Excuse me.
She just brought
Excuse
someone
me.
else
You,
into
you
their
said that
marriage.
was not cheating, but she still got hot.
She wait now.
Okay.
At that point,
At that point.
they both agreed. She told Abraham, sleep with the maid.
Yeah, it's
Abraham
okay to
said,
tell me.
yes, I will sleep with the maid. There was an agreement
That was
between the both
open
of them.
relationship.
So
Okay.
that's
an
it's
open
not
relationship.
cheating
It's
because
not
she
cheating.
knew. It's not cheating because she knew. Now that's on the married part. Okay. If we move over to the single part, I will now tilt towards maybe Uche or whoever. I see it as two emotionally immature individuals. Do you understand? Yes. You want to enjoy the benefit of being in a relationship, but ignore the responsibility that comes with it. Do you understand? So I see it as two immature, emotionally human beings that don't know what they're doing emotionally. Do you understand? Why would you want? Why? What are you trying to safeguard? Do you understand? It shows me that you don't know what you want. You're confused emotionally, and except I want to play along. My time is too precious. My time, my life, my emotions are too precious for me to want to dabble into such an enterprise with you.
I agree.
Do you understand? But on the other side of it, the marital side of it, an open relationship can actually work, can actually be a thing. Look, for instance, let's say, for instance, now the man has a medical condition, or the woman has a medical condition, and
Or the man.
has a medical condition,
can have.
and he cannot satisfy his wife sexually. Do you understand? Would you now say the woman should suffer as because of the man's inability to satisfy
KJ,
her
I like where
sexually?
you've taken this to. So can I ask you confidently now, KJ? God
Why you're
forbid-
asking me direct questions?
God forbid that you actually are in a marriage. Let's paint it as a scenario.
No,
You're
let's
in a marriage.
not use KJ because you're
No,
not.
no,
Stupid for me, I'll
I need
shift it.
to- just let me land.
Okay.
Because it's my question, right?
Oh, shoot,
and my
shoot.
question is to you.
And
I need
it's
your
to him
opinion
about
as
somebody.
KJ.
Somebody A. Somebody.
No,
one
not
Mr.
somebody.
A.
Not somebody.
Let's use him.
I'm asking him a question.
Let's
for
use him.
What he would do.
Yeah.
KJ, would you, if you happen to get married and your Oga decides
My apparatus.
he decides he doesn't want to be functional anymore, or maybe sickness comes, God forbid,
God forbid.
that deactivates its ability to actually work, Are you saying that you would understand if your wife says, honey, I love you, I don't want to quit this marriage, but I actually would need some sexual satisfaction? Would you accommodate that kind of request? As KJ, you. I'm not
That's
asking
a
what you
direct
As
shot.
you.
So first of all, Junior, don't worry, this is not going to happen to you. But then,
Direct shot.
but
Direct shot.
if I'm to answer that question, I can't just give a straight up answer.
give all the corner.
I can't give a straight up answer because, first of all, the caveat to that is my wife coming to tell me that I want to do this because you cannot satisfy me. No, it shouldn't happen that way.
How
we
should it happen?
we should both talk about it.
If you refuse to bring it up, Uncle,
if who refused to bring it
You.
up? Me.
for you to discuss it, someone has to bring it up.
And somebody has to bring it up because, of course, it will get
Maybe
to
one
the
of
point.
your children would bring it up.
No, it
So
will be me
because
and her. Because it will get to the point where we both know that, okay, the junior guy is no longer functioning.
okay, so you
There
will
is
bring
a
it
need.
up.
Yes, I can even bring it up.
Okay.
There is a need that should be met, and I'm not meeting that need.
So how
right?
will you meet it?
Wait now. I can't meet that need. So now there will now be the conversation of, honey, do you want to go outside? I mean, a conversation should be had. That's what I'm saying.
You've said it, so go ahead. What would that
Honey.
conversation be like?
Would you want to go out and satisfy this need that I can no longer give to you? Or you will join me in carrying this burden?
Okay, let me ask.
That's the question that
Let me
you
ask.
have.
Let me
okay?
ask. Why do you now think it's okay as couple to have an open relationship, but it's not okay for the singles that they actually don't even know where they're going?
They are not
to.
even committed
Like,
yet.
They don't even know where they're going to.
Because it's
why
stupid.
do you think? Why do you think it is now okay for couples
I
to do
don't
it,
know if I-
and it's not okay for the
It
singles
is-
to do it?
Let me tell you something. If you want, as a single, if you have all the time in the world not to be tied down by anything, if you want,
I see what KJ is
if you
actually
want to do the playing and player game, go ahead and do it. If you want to be committed, be committed. You can't be one leg in and one
doing.
leg out.
I actually
What
agree
if-
with
what
KJ on
if-
this
what
part
if it
for
is-
the singles.
What if it is actually like he said, okay, we started this situationship thing. We don't know where we are headed. Okay, let's say a year or two into the relationship.
Why people a year or two?
something-
Why?
and
By the
something
way,
now,
hold
Is
on,
it a
let her
master's
land,
degree
let her
course?
land.
wait,
There's
and
something I'm hoping
something
she's
Is it
now
a master's
happened,
degree course?
and something now happened. Oh, baby, I love you. I can't leave you. Now, but I have to.
So first of all,
Yes,
I hope,
for-
first of
I
all,
have
I
issues
hope
with
you
I
know
have
that.
to be
having sex in the
satisfied.
relationship.
No. Let's before we even
I
go there.
have
Uche,
issues with singles having sex.
Uche, before we even go there, I hope we know that there's a distinct difference between a situationship and an open relationship.
Yes.
You know, right? So
Yes.
it shouldn't be mixed.
What I'm saying is, from what you said,
Okay.
in terms of marriage, like you said.
So you're bringing
I'm now
the singles
bringing it
perspective.
into the singles.
Into the sing-
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a relationship that, okay, maybe we know where we're headed and something happened.
And you probably
and
going
you
there
now
for
be
2
like,
years.
oh, baby, I love you. I don't want to leave you. But I have to get satisfied. I mean,
So
The-
can I say something? Please let me come in at this point for both single situation and marriage situation, where one partner is unable to respond
Satisfy.
to what or satisfy the cravings of the other ones sexually. I'll start from the single, and I made my point clear. I do not think that single should be having sex in relationship. That is especially when you have the intention of getting married. Don't do it. But that's a story for another day. Let's assume you now find yourself in the relationship and your partner is unable to satisfy you for one genuine reason or the other. I would advise you, just if you know you won't stay, that's a good place to actually call it a quit. My personal opinion. Leave the guy, because either ways, he might reason. I'm a guy that cannot perform is no longer thinking about sexual satisfaction for himself. So he should be considering options of adoption, or maybe a woman who also doesn't want sex. They can come together and adopt a baby and all of that. There's a solution. You're not tied. Nothing is legally binding you there. No need to make it open when you've met. What are you even opening? There's no commitment. Just drop it there and go look for someone that can satisfy you. Get married to the person and move on. For the married people, I'm glad I have our mentors here, and I mean the relationship experts. I am just me. But if you happen to be married, like the valid picture KJ painted, and one of your partners is unable to, because funny enough, I was listening to, I was reading, and there's been a lot around sex toys and all of that. So I think this is a good time. My personal opinion hold me responsible for what I'm about to say. If you're married and you happen to lose the ability to satisfy, please, there is nothing wrong with having sex toys in marriage. In fact, you don't even have to have a dysfunctional John Bosco. If you know you are unable to meet up, maybe in the marriage you discover that your partner's libido is higher than your own and all of that, you're married. I am against you watching porn because you're involving another human beings entirely. But if it's all this sex toy that you need to continue from where you cannot get
Where
to,
you stop?
I believe strongly you can actually, instead of going out there to go meet a man or a woman who is not your wife, that's completely off it. Get sex toys. As a man, you can satisfy your wife with that. If she really loves you and emotionally connected to you, she'll be willing to actually stay and see how you guys can work around it. And if it's the woman that is unable to meet up the man's thing, in fact, that one you don't even need. See, I am married. I'm licensed to talk about a number of things. For that, you don't. If you choose to bring in sex toys, it's okay.
And what if the woman?
But if you choose not to bring in sex toys, for the guys, you don't need to go into your wife to satisfy her sexually. You have your tongue, you have your fingers, you have your mouth. Every part of your body can actually satisfy the woman without your thing going in there. I'm saying this because I don't want someone thinking if this happens, it's not a license. There's no reason on the surface of the earth in which in a marriage you're allowed to bring in an external person. Find a way to make it work.
What if they don't have a child?
Whoops! There are ways to have a child without bringing some. There's surrogacy, and surrogacy
What
doesn't.
if they can't afford surrogacy?
What if they can't afford it?
Because we are speaking
Hold
to
on.
a large spectrum of people.
KJ.
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay,
I'm coming. I want to jump in at this point because you guys are touching on a lot of real issues, right? The conversation is going around and it's touching a lot of real issues. Libido, sexual satisfaction is a real thing in marriages, right? And we've said here that there is such a thing as a sex therapist, i.e., someone that is professionally trained, that has the tools, that has the techniques, that has the teaching methods on how to both enhance and help you explore all the possible options in your relationship as a couple to enhance your sexual satisfaction. And this is me speaking as a practitioner. So it is available. It's not my skill set. That's not my training. I know a few things, yes, because I've taken the course, but there are people that is their training. So there's nothing wrong with it. If this is speaking to married couples, that you feel like you are struggling sexually, you feel like you're struggling, please, in the comment section, DM to me directly. In fact, you can use hashtag that part. Hashtag that part in case you don't want to say the full thing. Just say hashtag that part. I will understand. So put in the comment section hashtag that part. I will reach out to you, or my team will reach out to you, and we will get you a therapist that helps you as a couple. And that's dealing with when we have cases of that has been talked about by that has been raised by KJ and Uche.
They can find you on
No, I'm on Instagram as Coach KGB. Yes. Coach KGB. Find me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook also. Interestingly, I'm actually on Twitter now.
Glory to God. Finally.
All right. So I don't know, Coach, with your permission,
Yes.
I really want to answer the last question KJ raised.
Okay.
Because it was like, what if they can't afford surrogacy? I don't think it's possible for you to say you can afford to bring a second woman who can carry pregnancy for you. And the difference between surrogacy and bringing in the woman is that you want to have sex with the woman. Literally, they can get your sperm out. Your wife can help you get the sperm out, and they infuse it into the woman. You don't need to go into the woman the same woman you want to bring in. All I'm saying is don't have sex with her. If she's willing to come in and have that baby for you, she can as well come in. If you really mean to keep the sanctity of your marriage, she can come in, destroy the sperm, and put it inside her.
How about taking a second wife?
Wait, I'm coming.
That's a different issue.
I'm trying to say that, you see, this even the part of surrogacy is a different conversation. So there are a lot of conversations that are close in this, that are tied around this whole case of open relationship and stuff. Surrogacy itself has a process. There's a system. There's a medical. There's a medical. There's a legal angle to surrogacy. Do you understand? So it is things that it's not just bring one woman and carry belly. It's not like that. There are systems. So the truth is, and I'll piggyback on something that KJ said earlier, which is something that I would say kind of paints this picture before we jump on, because I have a question. I don't know if Vicky has a question, but I have a question in my mind. But let me just drop this one, and then I'll move it to Vicky. It is the fact that when it comes to your marital life, you need to use all the arsenal available to you. If you need to go spiritual, go spiritual. If you need to go technical, go technical. You need to go professional, go professional. Explore every option before you come to the place where you say, I just want to, let me try, let me go. Explore all the arsenal available to you. See a therapist, see a consultant, see your pastor, whatever. Explore all the arsenal available to you, because in every marital situation, there is solution available. So that's where I will pack it, right? And then I will throw the ball over to Vicky. How are the singles seeing it? Does it work in this our Nigerian culture? Open relationship. Does it work?
The singles, like I said earlier, it works in this our Nigeria culture, because in this Nigeria culture, and especially Lagos State dating pool, it's a joke. It's a joke. Like 90% of people that say they're in a relationship in Lagos State, to be precise, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what. Okay, like you said, explore different. What if I explore this one? I try this one, it doesn't work. I try this one, it doesn't work. I try this one, it doesn't work. And the only option that will work for me is that open relationship.
Is the open relationship not still you exploring?
That's it. You explore options.
So wait, I don't understand.
You explore spiritually. You explore physically.
I was
Then you
talking
now
to
try-
I
then
was
you now
talking to
try
married people,
open relation-
new people. You
No,
see,
we're
see all
also-
these single
we're
people
also-
now that we
we're
have.
also learning
But
from
you
You
know
guys,
that-
I was
people.
talking
But
to
you know
married
that-
people.
but you know that-
I gave my caveat.
learning from the married
Wait,
people.
wait, Vicky, KJ, everybody was here. They saw me on set.
Dora
I
the
was talking
Explorer.
to married people. I was telling married people to
We
explore.
are
I didn't say
actually
singles.
We are learning from the married people.
No,
you know-
you go to marry first.
but
If
you
you're
know
learning from
that.
the married,
but
make
you
sure
know
you
that-
put it into
But you
practice
know that.
when you're
But
married.
you know that the whole idea of an open relationship hinges on sexual satisfaction,
What else?
Obviously.
right?
Yes.
Which is why I say that as single, the concept or the discussion of an open relationship shouldn't even be had as single. You shouldn't be having it, because it hinges on sex. You are saying explore. Let me even understand. What do you mean by explore? Are you saying explore
Try
sexually?
options. Try options.
Sexually.
Options, big, small, short,
Big,
long.
small, short, big.
So
black,
you're
black,
contradicting
white.
yourself. Don't explore, but explore.
Explore.
Okay, so explore sexually.
Yes.
And you carry diseases.
You have protections.
Oh, you have protection.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. So you're coming from that angle. You have protection, so you are
have
safe.
protections. Kinda. 90%.
But won't you feel somehow that, as small as this Lagos is, you have explored so well. You have become so good at exploring that you've explored your body around Lagos.
Higher.
We're not actually looking at that now.
What exactly are you
Currently.
looking for?
We're not. What's
Okay,
best for me?
For the single,
Do you understand?
I
What's
almost,
best for me? That's what I mean.
I almost said, excuse me, Dora. The Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. Dora the
I have a
Explorer.
valid question for you. So, why do you think you need to be in a relationship and be exploring sexually?
Like
What
you said,
happens to, let's say, the worst case scenario? What happens to you maybe trying out your the first sexual experience you've had with this? I don't think you need to do more than 3, if you must do, to know that you like it fat and long or long. She said the exploration she's
Yes.
talking about is actually sexual, right? So I don't think you need more than 3 encounters to at least have an idea of the direction you would want to go sexually. Since sex is actually the drive of wanting to go from Tony to
Okay.
Mez to Jim
Okay,
I
I'm,
to
I'm, not,
okay,
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm trying to be on your side. Okay, I'm trying to be on your side.
Doesn't look like you're being on my
No,
side.
no, seriously.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to be on your
Go
side.
ahead. Go ahead.
So when you say explore sexually, you mean you're not even looking at exploring or being safe emotionally, right?
If you're doing open relationship, you're not supposed to be emotionally attached.
Whoa.
You're not supposed
I
to.
agree with her.
okay.
Whoa.
You are actually
okay,
not supposed
okay.
to be emotionally
Emotionally, so it's
attached.
just sex.
Just
So that means you have a high sexual drive.
something
right?
like that.
So for singles who have high sexual drive, they can try open
relationship. Now, trying open relationship has to, like we said, you sit down, talk with your partner. Okay, this is what I want.
You are not satisfying me sexually.
You are not doing it.
I need like 6 hours.
You understand?
And you're giving me
But-
just
but
2
baby,
minutes, bro.
I love you.
But I love you.
Yes.
Okay, so emotion is there. But then the
6
sex.
hours, you're building house.
So what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to say? No. What I'm trying to say is that because I used to have this perception that females have females are sexually inclined with a man, like emotionally, like it's when they are emotionally attached with this guy that they can have sex, very well.
In most cases.
In most cases.
Which
But what I
generation are you?
I'm sorry, I'm millennial.
Well,
Oh.
actually, he's a millennial.
Okay.
Okay, you're
okay.
Gen Z. Guys, she's Gen Z. Says a lot.
I feel so old. I feel so old. My God.
Says a lot.
I
So
can't
what
even
generation
believe
are
these
you?
things.
I'm millennial.
People are actually doing these things.
In my
Okay.
generation,
Okay.
ladies do not feel comfortable having sex with people they are not emotionally attached with.
Oh, okay.
But men can
But
actually
men
have sex
can.
with people they don't even
like.
like
Yes.
at all.
Okay.
So you're
So-
saying it's different now, right?
So the question I'm asking right now is the fact that is open relationships among singles strictly on the basis of sex?
Yes.
Is there no other reason why people will have open relationship? And then if that's the case, the question I'm asking is why would you want to stay in one relationship? You are not married to the person, but then you are sleeping around. It doesn't.
So it's supposed to be. There are supposed to be two. There are supposed to be two reasons, ideally, or should I say ideally? Yes, ideally, why people do the whole open relationship. One, like I said, emotional immaturity.
One.
Two is now the sexual drive. Do you get?
Is there no
But
other reason?
Yes,
apart
there
from
is.
these two, I don't
She
see
said
any
there is
rational
another.
reason.
Okay.
There
Hold on,
is,
let's hear
there
from her.
is.
Okay,
Tell
okay,
us,
please.
please.
For the
Educate-
past
I really want to
2
know.
weeks now, we've
Okay.
been talking about money, this,
Oh,
that.
okay. So there's the money angle.
There is the money angle. Like
Yeah.
this thing is even happening. Someone will call this babe. Hey, this guy likes you.
Okay.
This guy has money more than myself. Okay, go ahead.
Amajiri,
Yeah, do
Amajiri,
it.
Amajiri.
And bring the money for us.
Bambiala.
Something like that.
It still boils down to that irresponsibility you talked
Exactly.
about. The boy wants to be in a relationship with the girl, have sex with her, but he doesn't want to man up and make sure he provides the monetary, the financial needs
So
of
so
the girl. And
so-
the girl too is an
He's
Almajiri
actually
too, because she
trying
too is supposed to support with
He's
whatever
actually
she
trying his best.
okay. So
He's
so
doing everything
Oh my
he
goodness.
can.
So
but
I'm
it's not working.
I'm listening to the conversation, and I am seeing the fact that there's a lot being said about how this is a reality in
it
our
is.
Nigerian culture.
it
It is. I know
And-
that.
I'm sorry, I feel a bit disheartened if this is a reality. I'm sorry.
Take heart, sir.
Because it seems like there's just a degradation of values, and I even hear Vicky trying to say this thing is a norm in the Gen Z culture. As in,
Hey.
as in. Meanwhile, in my
Cover my
generation,
children with the blood of Jesus.
I can't even begin to say it is. I don't know how my generation can even have the conversation. So being here having the conversation is really a whole different experience.
Let me share my own experience. I didn't want to, but I
Oh,
think
okay.
I've had the experience
Shoot,
before.
shoot.
So when I was in my 100 level, I was in a relationship with this girl, And honestly, at the time, I was the no sex before marriage, kind of. I was heavy on that. All right. Now I met this girl. When we're about to date, I told her sincerely, this is a no sex relationship. Do you get? And she was like, okay, I agree. We both agreed. Now, a couple of, I think a year, I think it was my 200 level. She started giving me the whole sign of, see, I can't do this relationship anymore. In her words, I have blood running through my veins.
She does.
Do you get?
And you're not such an ugly boy.
She does.
Exactly, you get. And I'm like, what does that even mean? And now she started making
You
moves.
say now, what does that even
Yes, she started making moves. And honestly speaking, should I be sincere and be vulnerable? Am I safe?
Yes, you
The
are.
reason,
Go ahead.
one of the, apart from the religious reason I didn't want to do it, was because, the second reason was because I didn't know how to. Do you understand? I didn't know how to, so I shied away from it.
I think I
I think you know.
I remember.
Remember. So I didn't know how to. So I'm like, what's the need? So when she brought it up, I was like, no, I can't do this. You understand? And she started threatening in a way. And of course, I love this girl. God knows I love this girl. But the first time we had a breakup was when I went through her phone and I saw that she was already discussing with someone else to do this
Do the
thing.
do.
Do the do. You understand? So when I took it to my friends back and like told them, like, guys, this is what they laughed at me. Baba, why you they waste time? Enter this thing, you understand? And honestly, that's how it happened.
That's how KJ lost his virginity.
Just like that.
Haba,
It was
haba,
gone.
haba. You guys, you
Yeah.
carry me savage.
Like
This
that.
savage,
KJ, you
this
had me.
savageness.
You did not tell
Gone.
me.
This
You did not
savageness.
tell me.
This
Keep your
savageness,
body.
you
You
will
did not
carry it
tell
and bring
me.
it on
You
stage.
couldn't-
Why are you people
You
like
couldn't
this?
keep
I
your
thought this was
body
a safe space.
married.
It is,
It
it
is,
is.
actually.
So
Here we judge, we don't just
So it is.
condemn.
I'm not going to lie. It is real, okay?
It
It is
is,
real.
actually.
The pressure that came to me at that time from both her, my friends who saw me as a mugu for not indulging. Do you understand? And me looking at myself, I'm like, maybe I should just give in and do this thing. You understand?
She was probably even experienced.
She was
So
not-
the issue of not knowing how to,
exactly.
she would guide
She
you.
would have been a
And me,
good tutor.
In fact, I
You
believe
people
strongly.
are wicked.
She
I
would
believe
teach
strongly.
you.
No, just
You
apart.
people
I
are
believe
bad.
strongly
people are
you telling
wicked.
her
People are
you don't know how
wicked.
to.
I couldn't even tell her.
Actually
I don't know
raise
how.
the curiosity.
It
You could have told her how to do it.
I didn't know.
She was experienced. She would have been a good tutor at that
No,
point.
she actually eventually
Oh my
became the
goodness.
tutor.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
how good it was, but
Babi, I think
Let's-
at this point,
let's leave it there.
at this point, you need to bring in your expertise.
Okay, so this has been quite an interesting discussion. I can imagine that jaws have dropped and some are still hanging
Hanging.
open, you know. And wow, quite interesting. But I would like to say thank you so much to Vicky. I mean, Vicky is representing a peculiar generation and she's really sharing what their experience is. So please do not label her. She's not telling you her story. She's
That's
telling
not
you
my
what is
story.
obtainable in their generation, okay? But I would like to just address everything. We've talked about the dysfunction, okay? But now we want to talk about what works, okay? And then we can continue to address more around dealing with this issue and whether or not you should consider it or throw it away completely because of the complexity and the chaos that is associated with it, okay? So, I am always looking for beautiful, happy, peaceful endings, right? I believe that most people who get married are looking for peace and happily ever after. And to a great extent, achieving that is dependent on your choices before you got married. It depends on your conduct when you were in relationships, when you were trying to find your life partner. Okay? Now, first and foremost, when you are in a relationship, if you are talking about getting married, if that is on the agenda for you, then you should be trying to identify that one person that you will do life with, okay? And trying to identify that person, you will not help yourself by sleeping around. Because if you do that, what you're doing is you're building a web of entanglements that will cause complications for you in the future. Okay? And part of the complications is that in the name of exploring, especially if you're a lady, you will explore all the shapes and sizes and forms. And the fact is, you are there telling yourself that you are trying to find what works for you. But in all the exploration, you are beginning to restrict yourself to a particular size. Okay? Just look at it. What is a pinhole, right? If an instrument creates a pinhole indentation, it means that for the foreseeable future, if you keep bringing a pin, it will work. But if you say, oh, let's explore this fabric, and then you try a pinhole, and then you try a nail, and then you bring a peg, and then you bring all sorts of things. Eventually, if, for instance, you now say, oh, this instrument or this film, this fabric is now going to be left with a pin for the rest of its life, that fabric will keep complaining, I can't even feel anything. The pin just falls through. The fabric will forever be looking for a peg or some other implement that has sufficient diameter to meet the hole that has been created. So this is me just saying, if you don't want to be like that lady that came on social media and was begging the populace to advise her on how she should survive in her marriage because her husband could not satisfy her. If you don't want to become that kind of case, then please preserve yourself such that whoever you eventually get married to, whatever extent of implement he has will work for you. Okay? Because the problem here was that she had had all kinds of partners before, and of course her capacity had significantly increased. And by the time she got married, the person she got married to, they decided in their relationship, this final relationship before marriage, they now decided that they were going to do things right. And she never got to find out what the guy's capacity was. And just because of that, by the time they got married, she was extremely disappointed. So think about it. Do things the right way. And I will always refer you to reference point too, because really, life is about values. Life is about beliefs. You cannot just be swayed about by every wind of information that comes to you. You cannot just say, oh, this is what's happening today. That's what this generation is doing. Oh, this is the imported ideology from this other country. The rich people do this. The happening people, influential people. No. You have to have a reference point. Every person needs to have a reference point. You need to have a plumb line. You need to have values. So what are your values? Is it Christian values? Is it values from another religion? What are your values? Because that gives you context. And if we're speaking from the Christian perspective, then you know that, first of all, you shouldn't even be involved in sexual intimacy, in a relationship when you're not married. So that's the part one. If you observe those things, you will make your life so much easier. Now, people say, oh, what if you never find out? And then you get into the marriage, and then libido is not the same and stuff like that. My husband has already mentioned the fact that there are sex therapists, okay? And they can teach, they can help, they can guide, they can instruct for you people to find your balance. Now, somebody will say, oh, but I don't have time to waste. Now, the fact is, if you really love somebody, you will be patient with the person. I mean, just look at two people who love each other. They are working together. One may have long legs and be able to take 2 steps and close the gap. But then the other person may have shorter steps, and this person chooses to slow down so that they can continue together. It's just the consideration. So you look at it. I have decided that I am going to do life with this person. Then I notice, oh, there's a gap in our appetite and stuff like that. If you love the person, then you would treat them the way you would want them to treat you if you were in their shoes. And part of that process is patience, accommodation, and then, of course, let us find help. I'm not saying stay in the trouble perpetually, but get help. That is really important. So that part of you get into a marriage, something is not working, how do we go forward? you get help. Because if it were you and the person opted and walked
Left,
out because,
yeah.
oh, you are not able to satisfy me, you would feel really broken. So,
Thank you, Bobby, for just bringing the balance and putting it together. There's I have to say, there's a lot of craziness out there, but because the world is chaotic, doesn't mean that your world has to be crazy, right? Within your own world, I think everybody has the responsibility to bring a sense or a semblance of balance. And that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So the question is, what are the boundaries that guide you?
yeah.
Right? The question is, what are your values that sustain you? The question is, what are you going to do in your life that makes it possible for you to have a relationship that the generation you are going to raise will be proud of? Right? So those are the questions we're having, because it is already clear that from all of the different experiences and all of the different conversations about open relationship, there really hasn't been anybody that has come out to say, wow, it worked. Because what does working really mean? Working is just another way of you people are testing and sampling different things. But is it what is the sustainability?
Yeah,
Do you understand?
Yeah, and for me, I believe in being practical about stuff and being objective about decisions you make. And even if you're thinking about my personal satisfaction, my comforts, my needs being met, and so on, you need to not be short-sighted. Okay? Because sometimes when people are short-sighted, they look at the present enjoyment. Oh, I can sleep with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. But if your life is going to end just now, then maybe you say, oh, maybe it was worth it. But if you're thinking of the future and possibility of hurt or harm that you're bringing to yourself, and possibility of peace that you are depriving yourself of in the future, then you may think differently. So really think about it. These choices that I'm making now, how are they going to affect me on the long run? This issue of open relationship, analyze it. Pros and cons. What is good about it? What is not good about it? What am I trying to achieve ultimately? And is this going to help me achieve that purpose in the end? See, if you are very objective about this thing, do your research, get all the information, even include AI that will help you to be very objective. Because sometimes when you ask people, people may give you from their perspective and stuff like that.
But AI can be
try
objective.
to be very objective about this thing. Get the statistics. Somebody will say, oh, we use protection. Have you checked the percentage rates, the percentage success of all these things that we call protection?
What about
Are
the
they really-
emotional strain, the emotional trauma?
There's the emotional side, right, where you eventually catch feelings, like they said, and then the person doesn't feel the same way because you people claim you're doing open relationship, and then you're heartbroken, but you can't even show that you're heartbroken because you people were not supposed to be emotionally involved. But then the medical side is there as well. You say you're using protection. What if the protection doesn't give you 100%? Because a lot of times they're not 100%. And if you know that sometimes the protection does not function properly.
Yeah, so the
Do you
protection
understand?
does not protect you from the emotional hurt.
It doesn't protect you from the emotional hurt, but sometimes it even fails in protecting you from the medical consequence of your actions. So is that thing of sleeping around, is it really worth it? What if you end up with a lifelong sexually transmitted infection or
they will
something?
will tell you it's not my portion.
That will now prevent you from even being able to continue in the future.
Bobby, you see what I'm actually saying is that you see all this medical thing that you have to. The question is, do they really care? See, a lot of young people they know the things that can go wrong, but it's not a priority for them. They will tell you, it's not my portion, or they will tell you, it won't happen to me, or they will tell you, we have the different things that they use for it. I will use this one, and I don't even want to say the drug and the different things that they use, because we know these things, but they don't really care. So you are speaking out of your concern, but it just points the level of madness
Decadence.
and craziness and decadence that is out there.
Wow.
So there's a lot of there's a lot of young people walking around wounded and they don't even know. It's almost like a zombie situation.
Wow.
Do you understand? So the question, my own question, just as we begin to tie this up, this open relationship wounds, it hurts. Who actually hurts more? Guys, ladies? Take your pick.
I'd love to answer that. As a lady, the ladies, they get hurt more because it's very easy for a lady to catch feelings. So it's not left for you as a lady to sit down. There's something I always say. There are two people that you can't lie to. You cannot lie to God and you cannot lie to yourself. It's not left for you to sit down, ask yourself these questions. Personal questions that you yourself will be able to tell yourself the truth. I can do it, I cannot do it. It can work for me, it cannot work for me. I'm an emotionally attached person, I am not. So, but my gender, we actually don't sit down to ask ourselves these questions. We just, especially if the guy has money. And he will now come and tell you, baby, I like you, but I want to do an open relationship. Now, there's always a question attached to it. What do you think about it? You go back home. Ask yourself, can I do it? Or will I get hurt? Abi. No, you cannot go back to the guy. Tell the guy, sir, I cannot do it. Or, sir, I can do it. It will work for me. Not when you get hurt, you now be seeing posters gone too soon. You go and commit suicide.
But
So in your opinion, ladies hurt.
I
Yeah,
disagree
they
with
do.
that.
I also disagree.
I disagree
with that.
because
Ladies
no. Ladies express the hurt more
Whoa.
than
Okay.
The guy
Another angle.
but guys, they
So
say
I can
men,
actually still
it's
disagree
their
with both.
nature to cheat. I mean, you guys have.
Why are you bringing that one into the? We are talking
Yes,
about hurt
because-
now.
So
because
what I think
it's your
is
nature to cheat,
what I
like you
think
guys
is this.
say.
What I think
No one
is
has
this.
the monopoly.
The who hurts more question. I think whoever got more emotionally invested just gets hurt, because in some relationships you might see the guy as the muscular and all of that, but deep down
He's
he
dead.
had
Just a
fallen
baby.
in love along
He's
the
a
way,
baby.
while the girl was still flying up and down and doing
But-
whatever.
but-
So
but you
whoever
change
is
your
more
nature.
emotionally invested actually gets
But I
hurt
think
the
we
more.
also, I think we also really need to address this narrative of guys are not emotional.
That's why I said whoever
Honestly.
gets emotionally invested.
Do you know there are a lot of ladies that don't even think guys
Guys
can
are
be-
emotional.
Exactly.
How would they get to know when they?
But then guys are, let's put it out there. Guys can be
Guys feel every single thing you
feel everything.
That's the truth.
We are not just expressive.
Oh, okay.
You don't
I'm just hearing that.
Or
from
maybe
the
they
You
first
are hearing
express
that for the first time.
KJ, why are you taking it
I'm
personal?
not-
KJ is taking it personal.
No. Because, no,
I'm
the reason
just hearing that for the
the
first
reason I'm
time.
taking it very personal is because this narrative have been flying for far too long.
But I don't think
but-
it holds a lot of water in this
But the
generation,
guys
because
actually
guys are
help-
beginning to. I mean, guys are even on social media. They are beginning
The
to
guys
come out to
actually
tell you
help
that,
the
and people
narration
tell
too.
you, oh, it's okay to actually cry. It's okay. I don't think it's that
It-
much
it-
again.
it still
Maybe
is.
she
It
she
still
hasn't
is.
heard, but nah,
It
guys
still
actually,
is.
and it's okay. I cry even as a man.
Don't
When
let
I have to.
You guys
It doesn't have to be a woman that's
guys,
making you cry.
guys actually help that notion. Oh, we're strong.
The society does that.
It's in our nature to
The society
cheat.
does that to us.
I mean, so a lady will now feel okay. It's their nature to cheat.
And you believe that?
I mean, I've been hearing it from your gender.
It's okay.
All right. Okay, so I think it has been a very interesting, a very hell.
Eye-opening.
All I have to say is we need to pray for these people.
Yeah,
They need
yeah.
I honestly think parents need
As
to
in-
actually step up, because
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
you're even closer. Your age difference is not really that. Imagine imagine parents that are maybe in their 50s and they're just beginning to have children.
Oh,
They can't
You
relate.
end up living with children, you don't even have a single idea. I mean, I had taught for about 14 years before leaving the classroom, and I can tell you that even being close to the children and seeing different children come in and transition and all of that, at least I'm very much aware because of the nature of my job. I interact with these kids. But I can tell you that a lot of parents do not know half of who their children really are.
Very true.
Because they are just different things at home, different
Spot
things
on.
in school, and different things when
The world
they
out
are
there.
these sleepover issues and all of that. I just
Hey!
just highlight it. Don't assume your child is the innocent one.
Sleep-
If a parent
sleep-
listening to
At
this,
all.
Sleepover
Especially those
issues.
silent
in
ones.
most
Hey.
cases, you
Silent
don't want
ones.
them to corrupt your child, but your child is actually the ringleader. I
Exactly.
can tell you for a fact. So I thought
Come on,
to
see,
put
there,
that out.
there are
Wow.
issues. But Babi, there are issues. There are issues, and that's why I talk about common sense for relationship. Please share it, like it, send it to someone. There's someone around you that needs to hear these things. Needs to hear the right thing. Let me put it that way, because all around social media, everywhere, you will hear a lot of things going on, but someone needs to tell you the right things, right? And as we begin to tie up, Babi, I think you can bring us to a close.
Yeah, yeah.
Final words.
So, final words. From all we have discussed here, you see that if you choose to go down the path of open relationships, you really have absolutely no control of the outcome. Outcomes like what will it be emotionally? Outcomes like what will it be medically? Outcomes like even if I feel I have secured a good person now or I have secured a rich person now, you still don't have any guarantee that that person will choose to stay with you, right? And ultimately, outcomes like how would this affect my life and my future and my relationship with God, especially if you are a Christian. So, before you go around saying, oh, it's a normal thing for my generation, oh, it's now part of the culture of this day and age, really think about eternity, think about your life now, okay? So that you do not end up in a situation where you say, had I known. Had I known will not turn back the hands of time. Okay, you have to, that responsibility you did not want to take before.
You have to
You
take
will
it
end up
sometime.
taking it with bitter consequences. So beware. So from next week we're going to be
Next week we're
touching
talking
on a lighter note.
on a lighter note.
Lighter. less complicated. Oh, please tell them the topic for next week.
We are talking about dating expectations. What's it? What are the expectations in modern dating? Is it just food? Does every dating have to be food? Is it fun? Or is it just about funding? What are the expectations and the unfulfilled expectations around modern dating? So
So
Join
we'll see
us
you next week on
again.
Common Sense for Relationships. And like we always say, remember, common
common
sense
sense
is
is not so
common.
common.
In fact, right now it feels like it's not common.
It's
at
not
all. Where can we find it and serve it to this generation? Oh Lord, help
Oh
us.
my
Bye.
goodness.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.